What does it feel like to be 32? Well, I won't compare it to 31 because I don't think the difference is significant enough. So I'll compare it to when I was 22, and I'll go over 3 categories: physical, mental, and emotional. Let's start with emotional. In my early 20s, I don't think I had very high EQ, partly because there weren't many scenarios where I felt like emotional intelligence was particularly needed. Whereas now at 32, maybe you've been through a few breakups, maybe you've navigated working for a company that treats you or others poorly. Maybe you've learned how to deal with people that don't know how to respect your boundaries. All of these things, I think, add experience to your EQ. And suffice to say, right now I would say my emotional state is as solid as a diamond lattice. Moving on to mental. As sharp as I was at 22, I feel just as sharp at 32. And intellectually, I feel like whatever I'm doing now, I could have easily been doing when I was 22, with the biggest difference being purely time and experience. But in terms of cylinders firing, I believe my brain was working just as hard then as it is now. Shifting angles slightly and talking about mental health for a second, I would say my mental health is strong. I would say for the most part it's always been like that. One thing I will say though is at 32 your brain is filled with more adult problems. Things like paying the bills, relationships, eating right, self-care, etc. Last but not least, physical. This is probably the one that I've noticed the biggest difference in. At 32, I feel like the gut might be a bit bigger than it was at 22. Maybe the double chin is making more appearances than it used to. Maybe the hairline is different than it used to be as well. In terms of fitness, I feel it's extremely easy to get more unfit with age, not just because of nature, but lifestyle plays a significant role as well. Working a 9 to 5, sitting at a desk all day surely can't be great for you. And things that you used to be able to get away with when you were younger definitely start to catch up. Things like not exercising, eating junk food, drinking sodas, staying up late, all those things start to take a toll. In fact, if we talk about alcohol for a second, not that I'm a heavy drinker, but my tolerance for alcohol I think has dropped. Same thing with spice. My tolerance for spice has diminished, and I'm actually quite sad about that one. Then there's things like wrinkles, waking up exhausted with your muscles screaming for a massage, dental stuff, and maybe your eyesight is a little more hazy as well. Physically, 32 is definitely rougher than 22. Anyways, that's a brief idea of what I feel like at 32. If you're watching this and you're under 30, put in the work, take care of your being, your body will thank you. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was interesting. I'll see you next time.